right, so we got a big game coming up. The Eagles versus the Dolphins. I was going to do like a Dolphins Panther thing because I also talk about the Panthers every now and then here. But the Dolphins being my team, I'll say the Panthers for something else because that's a whole different dilemma with their coaching and the quarterback and all that other stuff. So we're going to get right to them Dolphins right now. So, facing up against a good matchup in the Eagles. Now, I haven't heard too much yet. You know, they sort of wait until like Friday to give you like the lowdown or rundown on who's healthy and who's not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna assume that most of them come back. You know, Jalen, Darius. I think they all gonna probably try to come back for this Dolphins game because it's a serious game. You know, I was like, we're still not. I was like, we're still not gonna have Ramsey. Uh, but I was like, pretty much we're pretty much fine. We're not. You know, like our injuries are what they are. Nobody's really come back at this point. Anyway, but it's a good testament. It's a good test for us to try to figure out where, because I was like, we were riding high, we were doing really well. Then we faced the Bills, came down there. Then we sort of got back and we were doing really good. I mean, it's only been a couple weeks, but we're doing really good. And I was like, but the Giants and I was like, we didn't really blow them out in a way that I feel like everybody would expect that we did. And Carolina the same way. And I was like, and maybe that's that's our expectations because we're just thinking like, okay, these some sorry teams. We supposed to be over here like 31st quarter. When at the end, yeah, we pretty much just like we run away with it. But while in the game, there's a little bit of uncertainty or whatnot. But to me, this is a good game. I mean, a good test because the Eagle defense, like if they're pretty much nearly all the way healthy, they're really a hard bunch. Like, like up front, they're real. They're going. That's really going to be the battle of this game. Is their defensive line versus our offensive line? Because yes, I was like, Darius Slay is a really good corner, but he can only cover one person compared to where it's like they got Bradbury and stuff like that. But you can get the Eagles if you can just survive long enough, you can pass on them. But especially with our group of receivers that are all just like, we got like a higher chance. So that's why it's like if Tua could get time, cause he can move in the pocket, but he can't like scramble and buy time with his legs. And I don't think I want him to against his Eagles team. So that's where the battle really comes in with this. Cause I was like, cause if we can have a game plan of like, probably like, it's probably going to be like a lot of short passes and, screens, things like that. I feel like they're going to want to try to get the ball out of Tua's hands a lot quicker and stuff like that if the line is, ready to go. Cause to me, our line is okay. I don't think it's great. I don't care what you're going to tell me about like the numbers and stuff. I just think we haven't faced anybody that had like anything that's really worth threatening the team with. To me, that's where it is. Now, flip side, I was like our defense versus the Eagles' offense. Now, the Eagles have sort of been sputtering like that, even though they lost last week, but they were still in the game. And Jalen Hurts just made like some play that he normally don't, but he's sort of been erratic sort of like this whole season. But they still been finding ways to win. They still been able to scrape by. Now, it is like how this one goes to me depends on what kind of game is it. Because if it's a track meet, that's going to be a lot more difficult of the Eagles trying to put on points to match everything that we're doing. But if it's a grind them out game, that plays in the Eagles' favor. That's how they are. That's like they want to run the ball. They're with Jalen Hurts and Swift, they got that thick, big offensive line. I was like Lane Johnson might not be able to play, so that might be a demerit to their team. But that's how they want to play. Like they want to like rough you up, smash you. Like you got AJ Brown and stuff. You got like some some physical dudes. So I like, but I just want to know like how did that match up against our team? Because like I've said before, I was like our it sounds bad, but I was like our defense is sort of like to me like very finesse. Like our offense, we match up on our defense where we got a whole bunch of fast players. I was like, they're not small, but they're small, and I want to know how that matches up against the Eagles that have a lot of like, like they got a lot of creative player type people where it's just like big, heavy, like weigh on you. And so I want to see how does our line match up against theirs, with Chubb and Phillips and Wilkins and stuff. Cause I was like you see, once we sort of get up a lead, it's pass rush all day. We coming for you. Which I mean, I think that will be good for if Jalen tries to escape the pocket and try to run around and stuff like that. We got the athletes to get his ass. I was like, he can't escape. He ain't gonna be in a runaway and nothing like that, like he can with some other team. Yeah, I was like, so I was like, I to be honest, I think we're gonna win, and it's not just me being like, that's the team. I do think we're actually gonna win. I think that we're just gonna end up getting up on them, and sort of forcing them to sort of try to play our way, and I was like, and it's not going to be like like first quarter like type thing. I think this is like wears out like over the game, which I was like, to me is like the sort of real test, see how it goes. Like, can the Dolphins really can you wear down a team where you just like not that we're like not that we're just like bully balling them, because I was like most have been running the ball like crazy, which by the way, I apologize, Mustard. I did not think that you had this level of football play in you. Not saying you wasn't a good player. I was like, but being the running back that you are, like hitting them and like running through, I didn't see that. That's on me. I was like, yeah, cause I was over here being like, yo, we just need like a power back and stuff like that. I do think you might need one just because with you got like A-Chain gone, and I think Ahmed is the one that's backing up. I was like, those are smaller backs, and it's like, yes, I was like, that speed, but sometimes I was like, I guess I'm worried that Mostert's not going to be. You got to have somebody else to grind out the game. Then that's a big back, sort of like Mostert's bigger back than what we got, but I don't think of him as that power back type of guy. But still, in saying that, yeah, no, I don't see anything where it's like 21-3 or 21-7 after like the first quarter. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying like every time it's like 3rd and 4, first down. 38, first down. 3rd and 2, first down. Like, we just keep getting first down, and that's sort of our grind them out, tire you out type of game. More so than like the Eagles, where the Eagles do it, it's like that's because they're just running the ball over you all day. And that's a different type of game here. Yeah, no, that was like this is me putting my 2 cents of how I just feel like the game, what the matchup of the game is. I think we got more stuff in our favor. Cause I was like, I don't think it's scary of like the Eagles going up 14-0 than if the Dolphins go up 14-0. So it's a different game. Cause I'm like, it doesn't say nothing about us. We already were passing. We just gonna keep passing. Whereas like y'all was like, y'all want to run the ball, but y'all gotta start passing. Are y'all on rhythm, Jalen? Are you on rhythm? Also, but I do think it's going to be a good game for Jalen, just because you playing against Tua, and I think that might just bring out a little something, where it's like, I'll feel that quarterback. That's real. I was like, it might just be storyline. We just pump up the game of being like, which actual Heisman candidate at Alabama quarterback was really the truth. I was like, I think that's all it's going to be. Just storyline, just chatter. I don't think the Eagles going to look as bad they did last week. But I was like, but I wouldn't also be surprised if they're already in the hole where they just got where Jalen's going to have to throw a bunch. That's all I'll say. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Like the video, appreciate it. I was like, you got like some actual like thoughts or whatever, so maybe some real world analysis. Let me know. Other than that, peace.